What if I told you that the most powerful medicine for your dog has never been inside a vet's office? It's been sitting in your kitchen this entire time. 12 foods, each one targeting a different system inside your dog's body. Joints, gut, heart, brain, immune system, cancer prevention. And not a single one requires a prescription. Most owners who discover this list never go back to expensive supplements again. I'm giving you the full breakdown right now, but pay special attention to number 4. That one will make you question everything your vet has ever told you. Let's get started. Number 1. Banana. This fruit has been sitting in your kitchen every single week, and your dog has been missing out on something their body genuinely needs, possibly for years. Bananas are rich in potassium, magnesium, vitamin B6, and vitamin C. 4 nutrients that work together to support muscle function, nerve signaling, heart rhythm, and immune response all at once. Most owners don't realize that when a dog shows low energy, muscle weakness, or slow recovery after exercise, the problem often isn't the food they're eating, it's what's missing from it. Bananas fill that gap instantly. For dogs recovering from illness, dealing with muscle cramps, or simply running low on energy, bananas deliver rapid electrolyte replenishment without a single artificial ingredient. The natural sugars make them irresistible to almost every dog, which also makes them the easiest way to hide medications or supplements for the pickiest eaters. Half a banana for medium dogs, a few small slices for smaller breeds, 2 to 3 times a week. Never the peel. Not toxic, but nearly impossible to digest and a serious choking risk. But what comes next is something most owners completely dismiss until they find out what it's silently fixing inside their dog's gut every single day. And once you hear it, you'll never look at this food the same way again. The pumpkin. Most dog owners only think about pumpkin during Halloween. That is one of the most expensive nutritional mistakes you're making for your dog, and you don't even know it. Plain canned pumpkin, not the pie filling, not the spiced version, the pure stuff, is one of the most powerful digestive healers you can give your dog, period. When your dog has diarrhea, constipation, or a violently upset stomach, pumpkin works faster than most vet-prescribed digestive medications. Not because of some chemical compound, because of soluble fiber, the kind that regulates everything moving through your dog's gut at a biological level. It feeds the good bacteria, starves the bad, and firms up loose stools within hours of the first serving. Vets charge consultation fees just to recommend bland diets and expensive prescription food, but this single ingredient does more than both combined. 1 to 4 tablespoons depending on your dog's size, mixed directly into their bowl. The transformation in digestive health happens so fast that first-time users often think something else changed. Nothing else changed. It was the pumpkin. But the next food? It's fighting something far more dangerous inside your dog's body. Something that's been quietly building for years without a single visible symptom. The blueberries. This tiny fruit is doing something inside your dog's body right now that no pharmaceutical on the market can fully replicate, and almost no owner knows about it. Blueberries are loaded with antioxidants, and antioxidants exist for one specific reason: to fight free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that form naturally inside the body, but when they accumulate, they damage cells, accelerate aging, destroy tissue, and are directly linked to cancer development in dogs. Your dog is under this kind of invisible internal attack every single day. Most owners never find out until symptoms appear, and by then, the damage has been building for years. A small handful of fresh blueberries added to your dog's diet 3 to 4 times a week can actively slow that cellular destruction down. Studies on dogs specifically show improved cognitive function, stronger immune response, and measurably reduced cancer risk markers. Blueberries also support vision health and cardiovascular function simultaneously. No single pill on a vet's shelf does all of that at once. Feed them fresh. Never canned with added sugar. That version does the opposite of what you need. But point 4 is the one that makes vets uncomfortable, because what this next food does, they can't prescribe, they can't patent, and they definitely don't want you knowing about it. The raw ginger. Vets don't talk about this one, and once you understand what it does, you'll realize exactly why they don't. Ginger is a natural anti-nausea agent, a powerful anti-inflammatory, and an anti-cancer compound, all packed into one root that costs almost nothing. For dogs that suffer from motion sickness, chronic bloating, gas, or nausea, ginger works faster than most prescribed medications and does it with 0 side effects. No liver strain, no long-term dependency, no repeat prescriptions. But here's the part that quietly gets buried in every conversation about dog nutrition. Studies have shown that specific compounds in ginger, particularly gingerols and shogaols, actively inhibit the growth of cancer cells in dogs, not slow them down, not reduce the risk slightly, inhibit them. A tiny amount of freshly grated ginger, no more than a 1/4 teaspoon for medium dogs, slightly less for smaller breeds, added to food a few times a week, creates measurable improvements in gut health, pain levels, and immune strength. This isn't fringe alternative medicine. This is documented chemistry sitting in your kitchen right now, completely unused. The next foods, though, most owners throw it away without a second thought, and that single habit is robbing their dog of something their joints desperately need every single day: the bone broth. Most owners pour this down the drain without a second thought, and that single habit is costing their dog more than they realize. Homemade bone broth, made from simmering raw bones low and slow for 8 to 12 hours, is one of the most nutrient-dense liquids you can put in your dog's bowl. It's packed with collagen, gelatin, glucosamine, and chondroitin, the exact same compounds found in joint supplements that cost $40 to $60 a month at the pet store. The difference is that bone broth delivers these compounds in a bioavailable form that your dog's body absorbs and uses far more efficiently than any pressed capsule ever could. For dogs with joint pain, digestive issues, leaky gut, or recovering from illness or surgery, bone broth rebuilds from the inside in a way that no processed supplement can match. It also does something no supplement does. It makes food irresistible. The smell triggers something deep and primal in dogs. Picky eaters inhale it. Pour it warm over kibble in winter, freeze it into cubes as summer treats, or serve it straight from the bowl as a between-meal boost. But what comes next is something sitting in your fridge right now, so ordinary you walk past it every morning, yet it contains every single thing your dog's muscles, coat, and immune system are begging for: the eggs. There is no cheaper, more complete, more bioavailable protein source you can give your dog, and most owners are dramatically underusing it or avoiding it based on myths that have been debunked for years. A single egg contains every essential amino acid your dog needs for muscle repair, immune defense, and coat regeneration. Every single one, in one food for less than 30 cents. The yolk alone is loaded with biotin, vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats that directly support brain development, skin barrier function, and hormonal balance. These aren't trace amounts. These are meaningful, measurable quantities that create visible results. Lightly scrambled or soft boiled, no salt, no butter, no oil, no seasoning. Eggs are one of the cleanest whole foods you can add to your dog's bowl. For underweight dogs, dogs recovering from illness, dogs with dull coats, or dogs showing unexplained fatigue, Eggs create changes owners notice within 2 to 3 weeks. No fillers, no artificial ingredients, no processing, just complete nutrition in a shell. One egg 3 to 4 times a week is the sweet spot. Too many and you risk biotin imbalance from raw whites, so always cook them. Now, pay very close attention to this next one, because what sardines do for your dog's heart is something no kibble brand, no supplement company, and no vet visit has ever properly warned you about. The sardines. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in dogs, and most owners have no idea that the prevention is sitting in a can in their kitchen right now, costing less than $1. Sardines packed in water with absolutely no added salt are one of the richest, most concentrated natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids on the planet. And omega-3s don't just do one thing, they do everything. They reduce chronic inflammation throughout the entire cardiovascular system. They support healthy brain function and cognitive sharpness in aging dogs. They strengthen joints and reduce the stiffness that owners often mistake for normal aging. They dramatically improve coat texture and skin health from the inside out. The difference between a dog receiving regular omega-3s and one that isn't is visible within 3 to 4 weeks. Shinier coat, calmer behavior, noticeably better mobility, stronger heart rhythm. The veterinary omega-3 supplements that do the same thing cost $30 to $50 a month. A can of sardines costs less than $1 and delivers the same essential fatty acids in a whole food. Form your dog's body recognizes and absorbs instantly. One small sardine for smaller dogs, 2 for larger breeds, 2 to 3 times a week. But the next food is one that most owners buy every single week and have never once thought to share with their dog. What it does to digestion, energy, and eye health simultaneously will completely change your grocery routine. The sweet potato. Most dog owners are spending money every month on fiber supplements, digestive aids, and energy boosters, not realizing that one single vegetable sitting in their kitchen does all 3 jobs better than anything in a bottle. Sweet potato is one of the most nutrient-dense whole foods you can add to your dog's bowl. It's loaded with beta-carotene, vitamin C, potassium, manganese, and dietary fiber, all working together simultaneously to support gut health, immune function, eye health, and stable energy levels. For dogs with sensitive stomachs, chronic loose stools, unexplained fatigue, or seasonal allergy flare-ups, sweet potato creates visible improvements within days of the first serving, not weeks, days. Cook it completely plain. No butter, no seasoning, no skin, no oil, and mash it directly into their existing food. The fiber content alone regulates digestion more effectively than most prescription digestive diets, which cost 3 to 4 times more per month. It also acts as a natural blood sugar stabilizer, eliminating the energy spikes and crashes that come from low-quality kibble loaded with corn and filler carbohydrates. Now, this next one is hiding in plain sight in almost every kitchen. But what it's actually doing to your dog's internal environment is something most owners have never been told, and vets almost never bring up. The apple cider vinegar. This bottle has been sitting in your kitchen your entire life, and what it does to your dog's internal environment will completely change how you see it. Raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. With the Mother is a natural antimicrobial, a pH balancer, and one of the most effective yeast fighters you can give your dog without a prescription. Here's what most owners don't understand. Dogs that suffer from recurring ear infections, chronic skin yeast, hot spots, or urinary tract issues are almost always dealing with the same root problem: an internal pH imbalance that creates the perfect environment for bad bacteria and yeast to thrive. Antibiotics treat the symptom. Apple cider vinegar corrects the environment. A single teaspoon added to your dog's water bowl 3 times a week creates measurable internal pH shifts that make yeast and bacteria survival far harder. For ear infections specifically, a properly diluted solution, 1 part ACV to 1 part water, applied gently to the outer ear canal, can clear mild infections faster than most prescription drops, without destroying the healthy bacteria that protect the ear long term. The key word is diluted, never apply. It's straight to skin and never inside a damaged or bleeding ear. But what comes next is something your dog has been craving since the moment they were born, and it does something to their teeth, eyes, and immune system all at the same time that will genuinely surprise you. The carrots. This vegetable does something that no chew toy, no dental treat, and no professional vet cleaning can fully replace between appointments, and it costs almost nothing. Raw carrots are one of the most effective natural dental health tools that exist for dogs. The firm, fibrous texture physically scrubs plaque and tartar off the surface of teeth as your dog chews, reducing buildup, freshening breath, and protecting gum health between cleanings in a way that rubber toys simply cannot replicate. But dental health is just where carrots start. They're rich in beta-carotene, which your dog's body converts to vitamin A, directly fueling vision health, immune cell production, and skin cell regeneration at a deep level. For overweight dogs, carrots solve another problem entirely. They're one of the only treats you can give freely without guilt, because they're low in calories, high in fiber, and genuinely satisfying to chew. Frozen carrots work especially well for teething puppies, dogs with sore or inflamed gums, and dogs that tend to chew aggressively. No sugar spikes, no artificial ingredients, no processing, just a whole food performing multiple jobs at once for pennies per serving. The next food, though, it's working on something far deeper than teeth or eyes. It's rebuilding the very system inside your dog that controls everything else. And most owners have been unknowingly destroying it for years. The plain Greek yogurt. Your dog's digestive system is under attack every single day, from low-quality kibble ingredients, environmental toxins, stress hormones, and the slow destruction caused by repeated antibiotic use. And most owners have no idea it's happening until the symptoms become impossible to ignore. Plain Greek yogurt with live active cultures is one of the fastest, most effective ways to restore the gut microbiome balance that controls everything. And when we say everything, we mean everything. Digestion, immune strength, skin health, mood regulation, inflammation levels, even cognitive function all trace back to the bacterial balance living in your dog's gut. The probiotics in plain Greek yogurt directly feed the beneficial bacteria that hold that balance together. For dogs showing signs of gas, chronic bloating, irregular stools, recurring skin flare-ups, or unexplained irritability, Greek yogurt creates noticeable improvements within 1 to 2 weeks of consistent use. The key is plain: no fruit, no flavoring, no sweeteners of any kind, and absolutely never any product containing xylitol, which is lethal to dogs even in small amounts. Full-fat versions work significantly better than low-fat for nutrient absorption and satiety. 1 to 2 tablespoons a few times a week is the effective dose. The watermelon. On a hot day, your dog is losing water and electrolytes faster than you realize. And dehydration in dogs doesn't just cause thirst. It triggers fatigue, kidney stress, dangerous overheating, and in severe cases, organ failure, all progressing far faster than most owners expect before they even notice something is wrong. Watermelon is 92% water by composition, making it one of the most effective natural hydration tools you can give your dog, especially in summer when water intake alone often isn't enough. But watermelon's value goes far beyond hydration. It's packed with lycopene, a powerful antioxidant with documented links to reduced cancer cell growth, along with vitamins A, B6, and C that simultaneously support immune function, nerve health, and skin repair. For dogs that stubbornly refuse to drink enough water in warm weather, watermelon makes staying hydrated effortless and genuinely enjoyable. The results on energy levels, body temperature regulation, and alertness are visible within hours of the first serving. The preparation matters. Remove every single seed and cut away all rind completely before serving. Seeds create intestinal blockage risk, and rind is nearly indigestible. Serve the red flesh only, fresh and cold. But the final food on this list is something the pet food industry quietly erased from your dog's diet decades ago. And what that one decision has cost your dog's body is something every owner needs to hear. Now, listen carefully. I have built a complete personalized weekly rotation plan for your dog using every food in this video. Exactly which food on which day. Exactly how much. Exactly how to serve it. But I am not posting it here. If you want it, comment the word plan right now, and I will pin the full rotation schedule in the comments personally. Already over 1,000 dog owners are waiting for this. Don't let your dog miss out because you scrolled past. Type plan below right now.